Hello and welcome to Unibet's bite-sized version of Inside the Octagon. I'm John Gooden alongside the outlaw Dan Hardy, and this Sunday in Boston, 4 Irish fighters from north and south of the border, imbued with national pride, will look to enhance their growing reputations.
An entire country is standing on their feet right now.
Huge uppercut there from Holohan.
Wow! And there's the tap!
That was really something.
This could be it. He's out! Wow!
Cathal Pendred comes from behind in Dublin.
This could be the end of the fight.
That is not effective defence, and it's all over. Norman Parke is victorious, and look what it means to him. Conor McGregor is victorious. The crowd go absolutely wild.
I said it last year, we're not here just to take part, we're here to take over.
Conor McGregor, Norman Parke, Cathal Pendred and Patrick Holohan all showcase their talents across the pond in Boston. McGregor fights the tough German Dennis Siver. Parke is in against experienced Brazilian Gleison Tibau. Pendred goes head-to-head with American Sean Spencer, and SBG Ireland's flyweight Paddy Holohan is up against the USA's Shane Harrell. Dan, I think it's safe to say maybe a few Irish flags will be flying in Boston.
Well, if the Dublin card's anything to go by, it's going to be a great night for the fans.
That main event, Conor McGregor up against his most experienced opponent to date and another top 10 ranked opponent.
Yeah, Dennis Siver's a very dangerous guy. He's mature, he's got a lot of fights under his belt, a lot of experience. And McGregor's still new in his UFC career, only 4 fights.
Yeah.
Obviously he's stormed onto the scene, he's impressed a lot. You know, his fan base has grown dramatically since his first fight. And the thing that's captivating about him is that he talks the talk and walks the walk. He's very, very showy, very brash, very confident, but he backs it up. He's calling the round, he's calling the technique, and he's knocking these guys out. And it's not like he's beaten anybody. I mean, you know, Dustin Poirier, for example, is a fantastic top-ranked opponent.
Sure.
And now he's fighting Dennis Siver, who's, you know, ranked number 8. With a win over Siver, obviously, he's going to get a title shot.
Yeah.
So it's a big fight for him and a lot of pressure, but we've seen him thrive in these kind of situations before.
Absolutely, a Northern Irishman, Norman Parke. We didn't get to see him, unfortunately, against Diego Sanchez, but a super tough contest now against Gleison Tibau. Really excited to see him back in action.
Yeah, Gleison Tibau is one of the biggest lightweights I've ever seen. He's huge, and he's, you know, very, very strong, very, very experienced. Norman Parke, you know, again, still young in his career, but showing all kinds of talent, all kinds of abilities. He's evolving, you know, on a daily basis. He's working hard. I follow him in all kinds of social networks, and he's constantly in the gym working to get better. Against a guy like Gleison Tibau, if he beats Tibau, that's going to send shockwaves through the division. Everyone's going to pay attention to that because no one wants that call from Joe Silva to say you're fighting Gleison Tibau, and Norman Parke took that fight.
Cathal Pendred is also on the card, a champion in other organisations, and he showed a champion's heart in his debut here at the UFC.
He's a real warrior. That first fight that we commentated on in Dublin was outstanding. And against Mike King, in a weight class above what he's comfortable at as well.
Good point.
And, you know, and it was a huge first round for Mike King. It was a really rough start for him, but obviously the thing that stands out to the fans when it comes to Cathal Pendred is his ability to hang in there, grit it out, and come back and be so impressive to end up finishing the fight in the second round. And it was just a fantastic performance. You know, we've seen him since then at welterweight, and it was a slightly underwhelming performance, although he did get the win. I'm sure he's going to want to come in and impress in this fight.
And as an SBG guy, he's going to be adding to that skill set daily.
Yeah.
Another SBG guy, Paddy Holohan. What a fantastic start he had to his UFC career. He's going to try and recapture that form in Boston.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Paddy. He really inspired the fans on the night in Dublin. Again, you know, first fight on the card, and it was like the main event. The atmosphere was unbelievable.
It was.
He's got a lot of potential and a lot of talent, and fighting out of SBG is surrounded by not only more talented and more skillful fighters, but bigger fighters as well. So he's going to be in there against guys that can really test his strength, and he can really invest himself in his training sessions, knowing that he's got a good team around him that are going to not only look after him, but support him on the night as well. He's on the card with his teammates, and that's a great feeling.
They all did pretty well when they featured together as well, so they'll be looking forward to Boston. Thanks, Dan. Now, if you think Messrs McGregor, Parke, Pendred and Holohan can all secure victories in Boston, then head over to unibet.com for the accumulated win odds as well as the usual comprehensive package of pre-fights and live odds for Sunday's event. It's all brought to you by Unibet. Watch and bet live with Unibet, the official UFC betting partner. The very best of luck to all four of them in Boston. Dan and I will be back next week to preview Alexander Gustafsson's huge title elimination fight against Anthony Rumble Johnson in Stockholm. We can't wait to be Octagon's side for that one. But before then, have fun watching Fight Night Boston. Thanks for joining us and goodbye for now.